Chapter 4 Minnie. My first week at Miss Celia's, I scrubbed the house until there isn't a dust rag or a stripped sheet or even a run stocking left to wipe with. Second week, I scrubbed the house again because it's like the dirt grew back. Third week, I'm satisfied and settle in my ways. Every day, Miss Celia looks like she just cannot believe I've come back to work. I'm the only thing that interrupts all that quiet around her. My house is always full of 5 kids and neighbors and a husband. Most days when I come into Miss Celia's, I'm grateful for the peace. My housekeeping tasks fall on the same day for every job I take. On Monday, I oil up the furniture. Tuesday, I wash and iron the damn sheets, the day I hate. Wednesday is for scrubbing the bathtub real good, even though I wipe it down every morning. Thursday is for polishing floors and sucking rugs, minding the antique ones with the hand broom so they don't thread. Friday is heavy cooking for the weekend and what have you. And every day is mopping, washing clothes, and ironing shirts so they don't go getting out of hand, and generally keeping things clean. Silver and windows, there is needed. Since there aren't any kids to look after, there's ample time left for Miss Celia's so-called cooking lesson. Miss Celia never does any entertaining, so we just fix whatever she and Mr. Johnny are having for supper. Pork chops, fried chicken, roast beef, chicken pie, lamb rack, baked ham, fried tomatoes, mashed potatoes, plus the vegetables. Or at least, I cook and Miss Celia fidgets, looking more like a 5-year-old than the rich lady paying my rent. When the lesson's over, she rushes back to laying down. In fact, the only time Miss Celia walks 10 feet is to come into the kitchen for her lesson, or to sneak upstairs every 2 or 3 days, up in the creepy rooms. I don't know what she does for 5 minutes on the second floor. I don't like it up there, though. Those bedrooms should be stacked full of kids laughing and hollering and pooping up the place. But it's none of my business what Miss Celia does with her day. And ask me, I'm glad she's staying out of my way. I followed ladies around with a broom in one hand and a trash can in the other, trying to keep up with their mess. As long as she stays in that bed, then I've got a job. Even though she has 0 kids and nothing to do all day, she's the laziest woman I've ever seen, including my sister Dorina, who never lifted a royal finger growing up, because she had the heart defect that we later found out was a fly on the x-ray machine. And it's not just the bed. Miss Celia won't leave the house except to get her hair frosted and her ends trimmed. So far, that's only happened once in 3 weeks that I've been working. 36 years old, and I can still hear my mama telling me, it ain't nobody's business. But I want to know what that lady's so scared of outside this place. Every payday, I give Miss Celia the count. 99 more days till you tell Mr. Johnny about me. Golly, the time's going by quick, she'll say with a kind of sick look. Cat got on the porch this morning, about gave me a Cadillac arrest thinking it was Mr. Johnny. Like me, Miss Celia gets a little more nervous the closer we get to the deadline. I don't know what that man will do when she tells him. Maybe he'll tell her to fire me. I hope that's enough time, Minnie. Do you think I'm getting any better at cooking? She says, and I look at her. She's got a pretty smile, white straight teeth, but she is the worst cook I've ever seen. So I back up and teach her the simplest things because I want her to learn and learn it fast. You see, I need her to explain to her husband why a 165-pound black woman has keys to his house. I need him to know why I have his sterling silver and Miss Celia's zillion-carat ruby earrings in my hand every day. I need him to know this before he walks in one fine day and calls the police, or saves a dime and takes care of business himself. Get the ham hock out and make sure you got enough water in there. That's right. Now turn up the flame. See that little bubble there? That means the water's happy. Miss Celia stares down into the pot like she's looking for her future. Are you happy, Minnie? Why you ask me funny questions like that? But are you? Course I's happy. You happy too. Big house, big yard, husband looking after you. I frown at Miss Celia and I make sure she can see it. Because ain't that white people for you, wondering if they happy enough. And when Miss Celia burns the beans, I try and use some of that self-control my mama swore I was born without. All right, I say through my teeth, we'll do another batch before Mr. Johnny get home. Any other woman that I've worked for, I would have loved to have had just 1 hour of bossing them around, see how they like it. But Miss Celia, the way she stares at me with those big eyes like I'm the best thing since hairspray in the can, I'd almost rather she'd order me around like she's supposed to. I start to wonder if her laying down all the time has anything to do with her not telling Mr. Johnny about me. I guess she can see the suspicious in my eyes too, because one day, out of the blue, she says, I get these nightmares a lot that I have to go back to Sugar Ditch and live. That's why I lay down so much. And then she nods real fast like she's been rehearsing this. Because I don't sleep real well at night. I give her a stupid smile like I really believe this and go back to wiping the mirrors. Don't do it too good, leave some smudges. It's always something: mirrors, floors, a dirty glass in the sink, or the trash can full. We've got to make it believable, she'll say. And I find myself reaching for that dirty glass 100 times to wash it. I like things clean, put away. I wish I could tend to that azalea bush out there, Miss Celia says one day. She's taken to laying on the couch while my stories are on, interrupting the whole time. I've been tuned in to the guiding light for 26 years, since I was 10 years old, and listening to it on Mama's radio. A Dreft commercial comes on, and Miss Celia stares out the back window as a man raking up the leaves. She's got so many azalea bushes, her yard's gonna look like Gone with the Wind come spring. I don't like azaleas, and I sure didn't like that movie, the way they made slavery look like a big happy tea party. If I'd played Mammy, I'd have told Scarlet to stick those green draperies up her little pooper. Make her own damn man-catching dress. And I know I could make that rose bush bloom if I pruned it back, Miss Celia says. But the first thing I do is cut down that mimosa tree. What's wrong with the tree? I press the corner of my iron into Mr. Johnny's collar point. I don't even have a shrub, much less a tree, in my yard. I don't like those hairy flowers. She gazes off like she's gone soft in the head. They look like little baby hairs. I get the creepers with her talking that way. You know about flowers? She sighs. I used to love to tend to my flowers back in Sugar Ditch. I learned to grow things hoping I could pretty up all that ugliness. Go ahead outside then, I say, trying not to sound too excited. Take some exercise, get some fresh air. Get out of here. No, Miss Celia sighs. I shouldn't be running around out there. I need to be still. It's really starting to irritate me how she never leaves the house. How she smiles like the maid walking in every morning is the best part of her day. It's like an itch. Every day I reach for it and can't quite scratch it. Every day it itches a little worse. Every day she's there. Maybe you ought to go make some friends, I say. Lot of ladies your age in town. She frowns up at me. I've been trying. I can't tell you the umpteen times I've called those ladies to see if I can help with the children's benefit or do something from home. But they won't call me back. None of 'em. I don't say anything to this because ain't that a surprise? With her bosoms hanging out and her hair colored gold nugget. Go shopping then. Go get you some new clothes. Go do whatever white women do when the maid's home. No, I think I'll go rest a while, she says. And 2 minutes later, I hear her creeping her up downstairs, upstairs in the empty bedrooms. The mimosa branch knocks against the window, and I jump and burn my thumb. I squeeze my eyes shut to slow my heart. 94 more days of this mess, and I don't know how I can take another minute. Mama, fix me something to eat. I'm hungry. That's what my youngest girl, Kindra, who's 5, said to me last night, with a hand on her hip and her foot stuck out. I have 5 kids, and I take pride that I taught every one of them yes, ma'am, and please before they could say cookie. All except one. You ain't having nothing till supper, I told her. Why you so mean to me? I hate you, she yelled and ran out the door. I set my eyes on the ceiling because that's a shock I will never get used to, even with 4 before her. The day your child says she hates you, and every child will go through that phase, it kicks like a foot in the stomach. But Kindra, Lord, it's not just a phase I'm seeing. That girl is turning out just like me. I'm standing in Miss Celia's kitchen thinking about last night. What with Kindra in her mouth, Benny and his asthma, my husband Leroy coming home drunk 2 times last week. He knows that's the one thing I can't stand after nursing my drunk daddy for 10 years. Me and Mama working ourselves to death so he had a full bottle. I guess I ought to be more upset about all this, but last night, as in I'm sorry, Leroy came home with a sack of early okra. He knows it's my favorite thing to eat. Tonight I'm going to fry up that okra in some cornmeal and eat like my mama never let me. That's not the only treat to my day either. It's October 1st, and here I am peeling peaches. Mr. Johnny's mama brought back 2 crates from Mexico, heavy as baseballs. They are ripe and sweet and like cutting through butter. I don't take charity from white ladies because I know they just want me to owe them. But when Miss Celia told me to take a dozen peaches home, I pulled out a sack and plopped 12 right in. When I get home tonight, I'm eating fried okra for supper and peach cobbler for dessert. I'm watching the long, fuzzy peel fold down into Miss Celia's basin, paying no mind at all to the driveway. Usually, when I'm standing at her kitchen sink, I map out my getaway from Mr. Johnny. The kitchen's the best room for it because the front window looks out to the street. Tall azalea bushes hide my face, but I can see through enough to spot an approacher. If he came in the front door, the back door would escape me to the garage. If he came in the back, I could slip out to the front. Another door in the kitchen leads out to the backyard just in case. But what with the juice running down my hand and me near about drunk on the butter smell, I am lost in a peach peeling reverie. I don't even notice the blue truck pull in. The man's made it halfway up the walk by the time I look up. I catch a sliver of a white shirt, the variety of which I'm used to ironing every day, and the leg of a pair of khaki pants like I hang up in Mr. Johnny's closet. I choke on a yelp. My knife clatters in the sink. Miss Celia! I dash into her bedroom. Mr. Johnny's home! Miss Celia jumps out of bed faster than I've seen her move before. I turn around in an idiot circle. Where am I going? Which way do I go? What happened to my getaway plan? And then I snap into decision: the guest bathroom. I slip in and I keep the door cracked. I crouch up on the toilet seat so he can't see my feet under the door. It's dark here and hot. I feel like my head's on fire. Sweat drips off my chin and splats on the floor. I feel sick by the thick smell of gardenia soaps by the sink. I hear footsteps. I hold my breath. The footsteps stop. My heart is thumping like a cat in a clothes dryer. What if Miss Celia pretends she doesn't know me so she won't get in trouble? Acts like I'm a burglar. Oh, I hate her. I hate that stupid woman. I listen, but all I can hear is my own panting, the thud thud in my chest. My ankles hurt and creak, holding up my body like this. My eyes grow sharper in the dark. After a minute, I see myself in the mirror over the sink, crouched like a fool on top of a white lady's toilet. Look at me. Look what it's come to for Minnie Jackson to make a damn living.